What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Solar Streets. This episode, we have the brother Young Dom in the building. What's going on, my bro?
How y'all doing, man? I'm doing good. How you doing?
I'm doing great, doing great. Blessed to be here for another episode. And this episode, we highlighting you and your grind and everything that you contributing to the culture right now. So you got a new project out called Domination 2.
Yes,
That's
sir.
fire, fire, fire. And
Appreciate it.
where are you from?
I'm from Amityville, New York.
All right, nice, nice, nice. All right,
Down down
what's the
down-
vibe? What's the vibe out there like that inspires this fire that you have out right now?
We're missing identity. You feel me?
Mm,
Like, just to give you a little background, like I'm from Long Island, New York. This is where Rakim is from, EPMD. Like we have a lot of legends. Prodigy was born in Hempstead. That's a town
okay,
in Long Island. LL Cool J is right in Queens, but he was always in Bayshore in his run. So like Long Island has greats, legends, pioneers out here. And I feel like those guys from the 90s,
mm-hmm.
they're not standing next to the artists of today. Like how when Fabulous was coming up, you'll see Jay-Z next to Fab. Biggie is on his run, his Jay-Z's next to Biggie. Like as an OG, you should have the next up, star next to you to broaden, what I'm saying, the music I'm trying to say, like the community, the hip hop community in Long
Yeah,
Island is trash. That's what I'm basically trying to say. If you from Long Island, you want to make music, they tell you to go to the city. But you got
mm,
people like Benny the Butcher and 38 Special from Buffalo and Rochester. They're not from the city, and look what they're getting done. You feel me? So like we're trying to find identity. So I'm stepping up to the plate. You feel me? That's
all right,
what inspires the music.
all right. Well, I like that. I mean, it's an unfortunate because there should be some support. You know what I mean
You feel me?
from the people, but I guess the support is the grind that they've made it, and that shows that we can do it as well. So, and
That's
you
why.
and you're doing it, and you're doing it. So it's like you're standing next to yourself, and you got a hell of a squad that supported you on this project. That got some good features on there. You know what I'm saying? I see the Marcus Taylor on the Wave joint. That's one of my favorites off the project. You got
Okay.
young
Marcus Taylor,
Chino. You know what I'm saying? Young Chino joint.
Chino.
Day Shift is fire, and you got my boy Passport on there with Picture Perfect that we've been supporting on the show. So it's like y'all standing next to each other. So that's something to be applauded.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
And creating your own lane, you know what I'm saying? Outside of what's already been established in that town. You all are doing it yourselves.
Yeah, I move around. I be in Houston, I be in Atlanta, and when I go to these different markets and see how the artists down there support each other,
Mm-hmm.
it's different when you come to New York. Like that Southern hospitality that they have is just different. It's genuine down there when you see artists stick together. Here in New York, it's like it's a competitive sport. You know what I'm
But you
saying?
really don't need the artist. You don't really need the artist support. You need the fan support.
No, that's a
So
fact.
so
That's a fact.
so how is it I'm coming to you as a fan of the music, you know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Because the artist is always gonna be fickle. There's a lot of fickleness in the within artists, between artists sometimes because everybody trying to make it to the next hit or the next whatever it is that got them where they are. So you have a project that's fire, fire, 14 tracks, 41 minutes of this fire. And how was it? How long did it take you to create Domination 2?
2 years.
2 years.
Yeah, 2 years.
Oh man, what was the process that it took 2 years? Is that long for you, or is that regular? Like,
It's type. It's regular. It's regular. I'm not gonna lie. You know what my problem is? Yeah, I make so much music and then I ride around and be in the studio and listen to the music for so long before I even put it out. Once I get tired of it, I put the project out. Cause now I'm in a new space.
oh,
I'm in a new space to create new stuff. Once I
okay.
once I create the project, it might take me a year to create the project, and then a year of me being a fan. Now
So
it's
are
time
you
for me to.
when you're creating, do you know this is going to be a project at that time when you're listening, or are you just recording and then it turns into a project?
I learned early that independent grind is about catalog. So once I start recording songs, I'm already Domination 3. I'm
Okay.
I'm not about to sit here and try to put a theme all the way around the project. I'm gonna just keep dropping on you. That's why I'm 11 tapes in right now.
Oh,
So
dope, dope, dope. So how long you been rapping?
Rapping since 2004.
And you have 11 tapes so far?
Yeah, 2004 I've been rapping. 2007 I put out my first mixtape. I was
Okay.
17. A 3-year gap went by to 2010. This is when I ran across Nipsey Hussle. Shout out to my boy
Okay.
Nipsey, rest in peace.
Definitely.
He started shifting my mind on the independent world. I didn't know. I'm a kid. I'm 20. You feel me? So this was my education. I'm listening to him, and that was 2010. My first solo project dropped 2010.
Okay.
So that's 2, and then all the way to now makes 11.
Congratulations. That's grind. That's consistent. See, and I'm sure you're going through your ups and downs and creating all this work. But you're still creating fire and giving the people music that we can consume. So we appreciate you for that.
Thank you,
For
man.
sure, for sure.
I just be venting. Each project can take you to a point in my life where I was at.
Man, so where were you at? Well, where were you at in Domination 2? But that was how I came to know you. Because then
Uh,
I was listening to it yesterday. I've been listening to it, just preparing myself for this interview,
Thank
and
you.
I was like, yo, this really got like I was. It's just like you can vibe to it. It's no skips. It's just a good vibe. It's good music. You know what I'm saying? You spitting. You got good features. It's like you would think that it didn't sound like you. I don't know what a 2 year putting a project together sounds like, but it was
You
a
gotta listen
good
to
2 years
Domination
well
One.
spent.
You gotta listen to Domination One.
That's what I gotta do, right?
Yeah, that came out in 2021. So go listen to Domination One.
I gotta go listen to Domination. What was your first project name?
The first project.
Yeah.
My first project that you'll be able to find is going to be Live Young Die Rich 2013. That's when I
And
started
you
putting projects on DSPs.
okay?
So yeah, unless you go find my SoundCloud page, which is domtimo.com, you go to my SoundCloud page, that has everything from everything back then on SoundCloud, boy. But buying beats
What
and
about that pip? You was on that pip too? Did you catch that wave?
I believe I was on that piff too. I believe I was on that piff. Yeah. Yeah, I'm on that piff. Audio Mac.
Okay, damn.
Yeah,
Okay,
definitely Audio Mac.
you've been working.
Reverb Nation.
Oh my god! Come on now, not reverb.
That's
MySpace.
working. That's working. Sound click. You know what I'm saying?
What?
I've been around for a very long time trying to figure this music stuff out, man. That's why it's a lot of knowledge I be trying to give the younger artists. Like right now, we're in my studio. So I be
Okay.
sessions out of the studio for the younger artists. And plus I know stuff. I understand game and I'm trying to explain to them like this is 90% business, 10% rapping talent. Like you really got to understand that part right there. And once you figure that part out, you learn how to make the money. Once you learn how to make the money, it's like a hustle. You just keep getting better at it. You keep going. You just keep getting better at it, and eventually it'll blossom into your dreams, your aspirations that you're working for. So, I try and get my
Yo,
guys.
how do you find this generation taking that information? You feel like they're receptive to it?
You got to show them.
Mm-hmm.
You can tell them, but you have to show them.
Okay.
So I invite them. I invite them on. I ain't gonna say tours. When I go do shows and performances, I invite them out so they can see the network
Okay.
you have to go do and stuff like that. They come here to the studio. I'm not just an engineer. Cause I'm a recording artist, but I got jobs. I'm an engineer
Right.
also.
Right.
I don't just be telling them anything to take their money. Cause you will fall down the lane of engineers and these big studios that you never been to before. They're just there to take the money, bro. That's their job. Yo, bro, how you feel about my song? That shit hitting? Yeah, that shit good. Come on, bro. Not everything somebody records is gonna be hitting.
Right.
Got to be genuine. You and your engineer has to have a relationship so you can, bro, we can do this better. So yeah, like I said, the younger generation, I bring them around so they can just see that and understand that you have to be your biggest supporter.
Facts.
Word.
Facts. So who else was some of your influences? You mentioned Nipsey Hussle,
Wiz Wiz Khalifa, one of my inspirations. And I just want a quick story. I was watching one of the day-to-day vlogs of Wiz Khalifa. He recorded the verse for that DJ Drama song with Roscoe Dash in a
Mm-hmm.
hotel, right? I watched that video. I took pictures. I took my ass down to Sam Ash. I went and brought me some recording equipment. If you can record that verse in a bed in a hotel room, I'm not going to the studio no more, bro. so I went, I'm inspired by Wiz Khalifa because he, you know, he made me go out there and go get the equipment. And this how I started building my studio back then. So yeah,
Nice. So
Nipsey,
how long you've had your own studio?
2009, 2009.
So why does it take so long, if it's long, to record so much? Because you just record so much because you have your own studio.
Yeah, I feel like if I treated this like a job, I seen an interview with Lil Wayne. He said, you know, and Pharrell also, they treat this like a job. Every day they wake up, they go to the studio for 8 to 5, and when they leave the studio, they don't take nothing home that has to deal with music. Now they go deal with whatever else is going on in life. So once you
Mm.
schedule your life this as a job, then you know every day I'm in here, I'm gonna make a song. I have my own studio, so it's my convenience. You know, I hear a
Right.
beat, I might get inspired. I'm gonna go outside, record the verse, and then I'm not gonna go back in there again until I hear something that inspires me. Then I'm gonna go back to the studio. You know, but as I said, like being an engineer, I hear a bunch of beats from the other artists that's you know in here, but you know, I can't be taking people instrumentals and and doing what I want to do with them. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta find them on my own. And also another thing too, I got to lock in with a producer. I gotta cultivate my own sound. I see that as something that when artists broke out, they had you know that person next to them, that producer that made the beats and it helped. So I gotta find somebody, but I'm not doing bad picking my beats though. You feel me?
No,
That
not at all. I mean,
fire.
if we here talking about it, I mean, I want to believe that I talk to artists that got some fire. So you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying. I don't
appreciate
want to be
that,
talking
man.
to people that got trash. You know what I mean. So you got 14. I've been vibing to it, and you got some shit. So I fuck with the wave joint. Day shift. How did you and Marcus Taylor come together?
Me and Marcus, we started. That's my brother, man. We started this together. So that first project, 2007, I told you I put out in the group. He was
Mm-hmm.
one of the members on the project or on in the
Okay.
group. So it's three of us. It's Marcus Taylor, Young Dom, and KR the Problem. That's why you see KR the Problem on Skywalker. So
Right. Okay.
yeah, so us three was TMO growing up in high school. That's how we started this music shit. And as we
Okay.
progressed on, like you know, I don't like to talk down on my boys ever. We could have been the locks. We can
Mm.
still be the locks. We can also be better than the locks.
Mm.
So if we, you know what I'm saying? If like Transformers, man, we get together, Voltron, and we get on our shit, we can be great. But those my boys. That's what we started with, and I'm still here with them. So, you know, I'm just holding the flag post and we're going forward. You know what I'm saying? When
Are they currently active as well?
uh KO the Problem, he's dropping Fuck What You Heard 3 soon.
Yo.
I'm hoping. Um and Marcus been behind the scenes, you know, so that's what's just really going on. He's still
Right.
active behind the
Yo.
scenes.
Well, I mean, as long as you putting out work and they on there, you know, I mean,
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah,
name,
yeah, yeah.
you know, that's what's up. What's up? How did you and Chino, young Chino, come together?
He's from the neighborhood, Amityville. You feel
Okay,
me? Yeah, it's that north side shit.
and Passport.
Passport, me and him, we ran into each other at a music show years ago, and son really been on his grind. He just dropped a new project also, where called Running
Mm-hmm.
Town. Yeah, Passport just dropped that, some fire. Um, yeah, he's somebody that's actively working. You know what I'm saying? You want to put yourself around an artist that's actively working, that you don't have to, you know, say do anything for that person go doing what they're doing already. So somebody like
Right,
him, I like to put myself around and record with because I know we're actually taking our craft serious. And
that's a fact. And he's definitely an artist that's definitely on his grind, making a lot of waves, and so it's just like yourself. So I mean, I think y'all you put together a dope project. I got to go back and listen to the previous projects, which I will do. But I was excited about when I listened to this one. I was excited about it, and I was like, I wonder if you got any visuals coming up on it, or what's going on with the visuals.
let me see, let me see. So Master P video is out.
Okay.
Feel me? That's some fire right there. Top of the food chain with my brother Drew the King. That video is out. Little bitch about to drop tomorrow.
Oh, nice. Oh, we're catching this right at the right time.
Yeah. This real work in real time.
You know what I'm saying? When did the project actually drop?
Juneteenth. Did it for my
Juneteenth.
people.
Nice, nice,
I
nice,
did it
nice,
for the
nice,
people. Word.
nice, nice. How has the Amityville received the project, and just not just Amityville, but just the whole? How are you happy with the reception the project has been getting?
Yeah. Every project I drop, it gets better and better. More people who wasn't woke is woke. And you
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying? And that's why I explain the catalog stuff, because I know I'm the artist. You feel me? So I know exactly where I came from to where I'm at
Mm-hmm.
today. So when I make new shit and it's fire to me, I know the people are gonna love it too. So that's why I gotta keep going. Like I had conversations with a couple of people where they'll tell me like, oh, I listened to your project in 2015. I didn't like it, and I thought it was over for you, and I never went back and listened again. But then once they heard
Really?
this, yeah, once they heard this, they're like, hold on, I need to go back and tap in. You feel me? So it's like I know, like I got better. So as I got better, it's like fine wine. You just keep going with it, and then eventually,
So
right there.
listening to that critique, and then did you go back and listen to your project? Did you go back and listen to your project to see how much you've grown?
Hell yeah. Well,
Okay.
hell yeah. So now, I'm about to give you some game. I'm not game. What we got going on over here? Like I said, I got 11 projects. So what I'm about to do is I'm about to get on my Twitch and create Twitch concerts and
Mm.
perform each project as a concert. Because there's
Oh, that's
people,
dope, and that's different.
you see what I'm trying to say? And then I ran into one believer, because I don't like to call them fans, the people that believe in me. So I ran into one of my believers, and he met me at Domination Moment at my life, because that's when I performed in New York City with Lloyd Banks. Shout out to Lloyd Banks, and he just dropped a new project too. Halloween Havoc 5 just dropped. So yeah, boom.
Okay.
So I met my believer John, and that's when we first passed passed cards, and he met me or whatever. I ran into him again at another show, and he told me, bro, I went back and listened to Live Young Die Rich, the first project, that's in 2013, and that's his favorite project. So yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. In 2021, somebody's telling you a project you did in 2013 is their favorite. That right there is fire. So that's why I said those projects need a concert, because there's people out there that actually really like that.
Yeah, it's content. Like it's like no different than going back to my old LL Cool J album from back in the day. Like you want to hear those songs as a fan, as a believer, as you say. You should tag that my believers. You know what I'm saying? Get your whole team together, my believers, and make that
Keep it
thing do what
running.
it do. You feel me? But yeah, that's how it works. Because people forget about. I find like a lot of independent artists that consider themselves on the come up don't treat it as if they're here already, and really going back and revisiting a lot of those songs that they recorded in the past. You know what I mean? Like treat it like a catalog. Like because if you go to artists that you consider to be established and successful, they're performing songs off their first project, second project, they catalog and just bringing the fans, the believers along the way on the journey. And it shows growth and evolution and all that stuff. So I think that's dope.
And also, catalog brings leverage. So when you get into those offices and start talking to these labels and trying to get you deals, you have leverage.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? When people come in there with those one hit wonders and just one song, whatever the label is throwing you, you're taking. You feel me? We need partnerships. I'm not out here trying to get no artist deals. Like
How
we
do you feel about
money.
the landscape of the industry now as far as independent artists? How you feel? Are you trying to get a record deal? You want to stay independent? Like what's your plan?
All right, there's nothing wrong with it. I prefer a joint venture deal.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if I have to, Young Dom, the artist, a one album deal with a negotiation on another deal after, I think I would be up for.
Mm-hmm.
Because after we recoup off the first album, it's leverage going into the second album. If y'all don't want to renegotiate and give me a second deal. Everything we created on the first deal adds to the fuel of being independent, because you sending us to these radio stations. We're meeting these program directors and these people at the radio stations. We're not dumb. We understand, you know what I'm saying, your network determines your net worth. So that being said, get outside and meet people that the label's going to send you to, and you build your relationships. And once you go independent, now it's up on you to actually go do the work, because it's there for you already. You did it.
Exactly. And then, oh yeah, and then if you can't be locked in too long, so you can utilize those relationships if you have to independently, because people ain't gonna want to deal with you if you're still locked in with a label outside of that. You know what I'm saying, on those type of things. But I mean, that's game too. So like, I mean, you sound like you seem like you got it. You coming along. Like I'm glad to know that you ain't one of them them dumb brothers out here that's just rapping and
Nah,
with no
man.
with no brain
We got
inside
the
the skull.
internet. We got the internet. You got La Russell. You know what I'm saying? You got Russ. You got Tech Nine. There's so many independent artists outside that's making a 38 special. There's so many independent artists outside that's making the bag, that's showing you that it's possible, that you don't have to go to the label. So like I always was taught, if you see somebody else doing it, you can do it. There's not one thing in this world that somebody is doing that you can't do. Y'all was born the same way. Word. If it's some knowledge you got to go figure it out.
Right.
It's there. But like everybody says, the knowledge is in the book. People just don't like to read.
No, I mean that part. What's been some of your frustrations in coming pursuing a career in hip hop?
I don't really got frustrations. It's gonna happen when it's gonna happen. It's all about timing.
Mm-hmm.
Feel me? Who I am now, if who I am now was in 2013, 2024 interview me and you have right now would be totally different. So you know what I'm saying?
Well, so it's 2024 now, so I got to interview you in 2033, so we can see what it's gonna be, how different that's gonna be.
I'm getting in the film, so lock it in.
Let's do it. We're gonna make it for Juneteenth.
I bet.
2033.
Yeah, nah. I'm about to get into shooting these films. I'm about to start shooting these films. We can get on Tubi and stuff like that. This Tubi world is crazy. It's just like streaming with music. We just gotta, you feel me? Just gotta create movies and short films and stuff like that. So that's another source of income we gotta go tackle. So yeah, there's gonna be a shift. And if it does shift, it's gonna be like a project, a movie about my old project back in the days, and you know what I'm saying, intertwined with each other to create something. But yeah, film definitely next. I've been outside in stores buying equipment and stuff like that.
Oh, nice.
And change the camera angles and stuff. We out here, we really taking this serious, man.
No, that's what's up. I mean, and it's good that you're showing and showing these, not just kids, but just people that's trying to pursue, that you got to invest in yourself. Like, it's not something that just comes to you. So I respect the fact that you are not just rapping and you're not just talking, like you're putting the work in and you're showing improvement. Like, you got your studio, you're getting your video equipment. I mean, that's what's up.
Nah, yeah. We heavily invested.
How long has it? You always wanted to get into film and all that stuff, or that's something that you just picked up along the way?
Nah, I used to always have cameras.
Okay.
Always used to have cameras, like as a kid, video recorders, a little flip out side screen on it, and you holding it like this, the Sony. I used to have all those as kids, but you don't really know until you get in front of a computer and start editing. Once you figure out a program to use to edit the film, that's when it clicks in your head. Before that, I was just recording and didn't know what to do with it.
Right.
Where so I started saving my footage like 2011. So I got video footage from 2011 to right now.
That needs editing, or that's being edited?
I'm saying I've been saving up for that long. So when that documentary hits,
got you.
I mean, it's all about timing. I just need a little more light.
Well, you definitely working and you're getting it. So I mean, salute to you on your grind and everything that you've been able to
Appreciate
accomplish this far. Because it ain't easy. It ain't
it.
easy
Hell
out here.
no.
How do you
Only the
stay
strong
motivated?
survive. Huh?
How did you stay motivated to go through all these different stages?
Um, Shout out to my boy. I'm gonna leave his name anonymous. Figure I said my boy because now we're cool. Okay.
Okay, okay.
Back in high school, this one kid, he's always be like, "Yo, that nigga Dom trash. Dom suck. Why y'all make songs with him? He's trash, and he the trashest in the group."
Wow.
That was then. I ran into him. Had to be like 2021 because that's when Domination dropped. He hit me up and said, "Hey, bro, I just want to know when's the next show.
Wow.
Congratulate me on the project and moving forward." That was like that always taught me if I could turn a hater into a believer, there's no reason to stop.
Man, that's dope. That's dope. That's dope.
Think about
That's
it.
dope. So would you consider yourself um I mean, because we done said trash a couple of times in this conversation. Would you consider yourself at any point during that time that you would trash listening to yourself today?
I call myself trash all the time.
Okay.
I mean, it keeps me humble. Nigga, you trash. Makes me, it keeps the drive of keep getting better. Like you got to grow as artists. I tell people, or whatever you do in life, you have to grow. And I was stuck in a format with recording. It would be 4 bars, 4 bars, 4 bars, 4 bars. Now I just go in the booth and let me freely make the song. I'm not in no format. I can say this word how I want to say this word, then change my voice up to say it like this. With the freedom of a studio, that's what I'm trying to say it. I really be in this booth recording and creating the shit, playback, press play, record maybe a line. Let's create this right here. I might get writer's block and leave for 2 days and then come back in the studio and now I can finish the verse that I was writing or something like that. When you in format, sitting in front of a pad and a pen and you're writing everything the same way, like your header, you feel me, on writing the paper, everything is the same way. Once you break out of that and just be freely creating, it'll get different.
Okay. Yeah. Well, who's some of the artists you would like to see yourself doing collabs with? In the game, outside. I mean, they're all in the game. Everybody pushing themselves.
Yeah, I got you. I'll be outside. Watch this. Shout out to my boy GP45. That's my my brother from Texas. He from Port Arthur, Texas. You feel me? He's somebody that's already on me and him had Zone in 2001. We put that out and we just created something last month called All I Need. That's going to be dropping 2025. He's an artist I like to tap in with because when me and him put music together, the response is always stellar. I love it.
Okay.
There's a Chicago artist. Shout out to Fly Skin Pirate. He's from Chicago. He's dope too. I'm gonna go tap in with him. We gonna get something. We gonna get something into. Outside of those two guys, I need a Benny the Butcher feature.
I can see that. I can hear that as well.
Yeah, I need a Benny feature. I would love a whole feature. I don't think I'm gonna get that one.
Oh man, I just got, come on now.
He got to keep recording. Either Hov got to keep recording who he is now until we meet to get that verse, or he has to hear something from me that inspired him to say, "I'm about to do this song." With
there's a lot of OGs is coming out with new music now. El just dropped a new project. MC Light just dropped a new project. So a lot of the OGs are coming back. They're getting that itch back, and it's dope. And the music is sounding. I think it sounds pretty good.
Ice Cube just dropped.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm paying attention. I'm tapped in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so everybody's getting back active. So it's the possibility is there. So you just gotta stay on your grind. And keep it going. Exactly. Because I think it can happen. What about producers? Any producers you would like to collaborate with?
Oh yeah, I want Swizzy, Timbo, Alchemist.
Oh man.
Yeah. Havoc.
Sheesh.
Yeah. Dame Grease.
Damn. You bringing back a whole era. On one, would you like
I can
that
do
on one
it.
album? You want that
I can.
on one album, or you want to space it out on different projects?
So remember, I was telling you about like creating the sound. I need to find my own producer.
Mm-hmm.
So something that me and my team was talking about recently was like, find a producer that we can lock in with and create projects. So the artists, the producers I just named to you, when I go and address them on what I see moving forward, would be, let's come up with some type of business deal where I can get 5 to 7 beats from you, and then I create the project produced by this producer. So now these are all different sounds of me because we're locked in with this one producer, and then you'll be able to judge your analytics on which projects respond well to your core fan base and to the new people that's coming in as
Mm-hmm.
believers. You feel me? So that's really why you hear me speaking on certain names, because like when I first fell in love with music was 98 when DMX dropped It's Dark and Hell is Hot, and then Flesh of My Flesh and Blood of My Blood the same year. Like that's when I fell in love with music. So Dame Grease did a lot of production on those projects, and that's why, I'm saying, you can hear me speak about these producers, because I do my homework. You can tell, I'm saying,
Yeah, definitely, definitely.
I'm not just somebody who's blind.
No,
I
you're an educated artist. You're an educated artist. I want to say educated rapper, educated artist, because you speak beyond just the actual art form of rap. You understand the music, videos. You speak in the analytics. You say stuff that artists don't even want to. I don't want to say that they don't want to learn or know about it, but sometimes that's not the conversation that comes up. It's just about the music and going viral and the basic stuff there. But you seem to understand the other areas of the music industry, so that's dope.
Nah, yeah, man. Feel me?
Dope, dope.
I can't lead the blind. So
No, that's a fact.
if I'm out here trying to lead my tribe, my community, my believers, I gotta be the person to know what the hell I'm talking about.
That's a fact. That's a fact. We need more leaders because we're losing a lot of leaders and to some unnecessary drama and stuff. But things are happening. But I believe things happen for a reason. So you know what I'm saying. But brothers like yourself that's doing things positive and pushing and being a positive voice for the youth. What I mean, that's coming that you have access to. I think that's dope, and you can help lead them into better directions.
I'm trying, definitely
You know.
trying.
So what advice would you give a young artist coming up now to stay on the ground or to get started? Like what advice would you give someone today?
Two advice: believe in yourself is number one, and two, it's all about timing.
I
It's
like
all about
that. I
timing.
like that. I like that. Well, this has been a great time. I appreciate you being a guest here on the Solar Streets. Definitely will be supporting you continuously here on the Solar Streets and
Appreciate
switching it up. And I'm going to check out those old projects and
it.
Domination One.
Domination one. Then you gotta listen to
I
Mr.
got
Living
I got to listen to
Foundation.
10. I got to listen to 10 more projects. I got to go
Yeah,
back. I got 10 more projects I got to check out. And
yeah,
then
yeah.
hopefully we'll talk before Juneteenth 2033. But
Nah. Listen, after you listen to one of those projects, if you want to do another interview, we can talk about that time in life where I was at. We can. We got 11 episodes we can put together.
that's a
Why
fact. And
not?
and and it's kind. And if you want to do that, you can do it with me as well, so you can get good content. Because as the Solar Streets, we're here to keep the soul in these streets. And if you got the content, we got the time. But that's what it's all about. So if you ever need
Okay.
anybody just to narrate or something, I don't know what you would need. But if this platform could be of a blessing to you, just let me know, and we'll definitely try. We'll definitely work it out.
I bet. I appreciate you, bro.
All right. Until next time, be safe. Peace.